Hello, welcome back. I'm John, old YouTuber. It's Sunday today, and yesterday, Saturday, I did read about the Cessna 172 Skyhawk, and today I have read about the Cessna 182 Skylane. So I need to make a video about the Cessna 172, and I did forgot about, I thought it was my first video in English or about aircraft, because I have always liked aircraft since I was a boy in the 70s, 1970s. I have always liked aircrafts. And in the early, I went to the public library. I was looking at the aircraft from like this Jane's Aircraft of the World, this kind of books, and a magazine called Flight, I think. There was an English magazine in 1970s called Flight. I think they still have it. I was looking at photos and reading about flying and aircrafts. And in the early 1980s, I did start to fly gliders one summer. I think I was age 16. ASK 21. Slimpierts ASK, I think it was. Slimpierts ASK 21. 2 seats school gliders. When you have the instructor was sitting behind, then you're sitting in front. So I have like 50 or 75 starts in a glider. And I was learning how to landing the aircraft and flying a little, but I never got solo. But I got like halfway to go solo. I could fly the glider myself a bit and landing a little bit. I was practice landing. But landing you can do always. Landing you can always do with aircraft. Sometimes you will get down to the ground. But if you survive the landing or not, that's something else. They say, a landing you can walk away from is a good landing. But I not really believe that, because if you're flying with your family or kids and wife, you probably don't like to smash your aircraft down in the ground and crash the landing gears and crash the wings and wreck the aircraft and damage your children or wife or your family or mom or something. So safety is super important when you do the flying, to have a high limit of safety, because if you fall down the sky in a big aircraft like the Cessna 172 and your aircraft is hitting a house, you can really damage the people inside the house or in the building. So the safety is very important. But let's try to do some kind of video about the Cessna. So everyone who have interesting in flying and small, I think everyone have heard about this Cessna 172. That's the one from the old Microsoft Flight Simulator. FX 2000, 2002, 2004, and the FS6, I think that's the aircraft you start to learn with virtual flying. But virtual flying in a flight simulator, in a Microsoft Flight Simulator, that's nothing to do with real flying. So even you can fly aircraft very well in the Microsoft Flight Simulator, that's not much to do with the real world. But of course you would know you know how to control the aircraft, you know the instruments. but some using this Microsoft Flight Simulator, they're flying the airlines a lot. They can actually fly a real airline. Some can do it, but they are some kind of experts. That's some that's super experts in the Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're flying by the instruments. No, there's some people are using this Microsoft Flight Simulator. They use it on like expert level. They use it. They're making real flight planes. They're making real flight planes and flying online. Online ATC called VATSIM. I think called it VATSIM. They have virtual air traffic control. And they're using real flight planes. They have some special aircraft down scenery they download, they buy. Then they program the flight computer, flight planner. But this is the Cessna 172. That's a very good small aircraft. But it's still a small aircraft. It's not a good aircraft to travel many thousands of kilometers because it's a kind of slow aircraft. But if you have time enough, you can fly like in everything. But the range is not super good. The range is only like 1,100 kilometers or like 600 miles. So I don't know if you can fly like Norway to Iceland and Iceland to Greenland. If you are crossing the ocean, that maybe you cannot do it in a Cessna 172. No, if you're flying from like Europe here and you like to fly to United States in a Cessna 172. But they're building the Cessna 172 and the fairly flight, when you buy the flight to Europe, somehow they must be able to do it. They fly up in Canada to Greenland and crossing like there to Iceland, to Amasakalik. They're flying to Keflavik and the Faroe Islands, and then to Norway or Shetland Islands. So I don't know if you can do proper. Maybe you can do that in a Cessna if you can fly here. You can fly Canada. If you can fly Canada, Greenland, or Greenland, Iceland, or Iceland, the Faroe Island. Probably you can do it. Because when you buy a new Cessna 172 in the United States, I think that flight to Europe, they not ship the aircraft by ship container, I think. I think they fly to Europe. Yes, I'm always so thirsty. So I'm not an expert in aircraft or aviation, but back 15 years ago I had super large collection of aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator, like more than like 1,000 aircrafts. I will get that again one day. So I download all this long list of different kind of aircraft I like to read about. But that will take many months to do it, and I just like to get started. That's many hundred of different kind of aircraft. So I not just have to read it on the Wikipedia. Now I have to. I will make some video in Danish. Sorry, I have some problem with my camcorders always. And always, I'm tired always. I'm always tired and thirsty. And I'm getting older. I'm getting older every month. And my weight Now my weight is 100 kilo. My weight is getting up and up and up every month now. This is why I have problem breathing. And I make it so much video every day and many weeks. So, but I like to make this video now because I'm behind. I need to make a video about the Cessna 182. This one is from yesterday, but I was too tired to do it. I have to do a video about, yes, this one, the Cessna 182 Skylane one. I'm just make a video about in Danish, but I was too tired. Yesterday I had to stop. And go to bed, and I'm too tired again today. So if you like to travel very for many thousands of kilometers, the Cessna 172 is maybe not the best aircraft because the range is not so good and the cruising speed is a little bit low. But of course it's much better than a small ultralight. It's much better. You can sit 4 person with luggage. So the Cessna 182, the Skylane, that's much better. Better Cessna. The 182 Skylane is a much better aircraft for travel. Longer distance, but probably cost a lot more money. So let's put this. I don't know how to do this, but now I need to put 3 Danish video public. And I need a shower and a shaving really much today. Yes. So I like aircraft, so I like to have more about aircraft and aviation on my YouTube channel. But I have this problem with myself and my life. My life is kind of broken, and I'm getting older every month. My money is broken. I have this debt, $1,000 debt I pay every month, and I've done that 7.5 years. I pay like 10,000 more, $12,000 to my debt every year. I've done that more than 7 years. So that's so much money I could have buy. Yes, I could have buy a Cessna, like $50,000. Could have buy an old Cessna aircraft. So I had always dreaming of to get a pilot license. Yes, now my camcorder is recording up in the ceiling. I had all kind of stupid problems in my life. Like this camcorder, everything give me problems. And yes, that's the camcorder there. Sometimes it's just record like this, then it goes up in the ceiling. And if I move, it's moving like this. So, but this is how my life is. Everything is in my life give me some kind of problems. I use this camcorder because this one is not good. This is 4 years old. Also have even now the camcorder do like this. It's not me do this. No, this camcorder is broken. That's a more new model. That's the old Osmo Pocket. I got the new one just buy it like half a year ago. But something went wrong, it's broken. They even is do something weird like this one, just do something like this. You cannot use it for recording.